Arteezy is just that kind of rim near the enemy side of the map. But uh-oh, somebody isn't so mobile. It's Puppey. Trapped in the trees, will end up going down. Meanwhile, mid, CTY hoping that S4 dares to walk up the ramp. Oh, S4, DD ruined, BKB, no TP! No TP for S4, in trouble. There's the first trap, he could BKB out of the slow and try to man fight. He's gonna go for the Requiem, but no chance in hell! Even through the damage of the Requiem, and it was a lot, the double Rec. Not enough.
Yeah, do you think at bottom, by the way, if that was a bad move by Puppey, so Puppey, if anybody shows up in the lane to kill him, it's just free information for Arteezy, because he knows guaranteed 2 heroes down there. One of them has that lockdown ability that he's afraid of before he has his Manta, and it allows him just TP top, split push that lane. It's almost like you just trade a support for information and farm on Arteezy. Like, Puppey won't make a difference in this game anymore.
The Hellbear Smashers now also trolling the waves. If Arteezy can't do it, the creeps will provide the needed support. So they have to go in with a very minimal wave. Just their own Satyr Tormentor here, and that's not going to help against the backdoor regen. But that's now a completed Butterfly on ZYF. This is just getting ridiculous for Rio. They've got to be frustrated by this, but still with the lead here. In fact, they've been increasing it. A 12k gold lead, a 12k experience lead. Still, despite how aggravating it must be, they're pulling ahead more and more.
Yeah, but this is what Secret want. Just continue to extend the game. Hope that Evo overextend like they did last fight. And I don't know if they have it in them. If they overextend again, Arteezy's just going to get so much space.
That's going to be like pretty much a Butterfly or a Basher after, or even close to an Abyssal Blade after one really bad fight.
Yeah, with this lead, you can't really throw it away, especially when you've got such a mobile hero.
They have the Blink. Live to follow this up. Call down is waiting as well. They're going to immediately force out the Blink. They couldn't quite get the silence off. Arteezy could have manted it anyway. Zai fishing with his own Blink call. He's not going to connect the Urn, stopping a potential Blink out. Now they silence him. Anti-Mage Illusions working on the carries here. Zion a bit of danger. S4 there to usher them away, but blinking forward. And CTY the crit. Not coming out, but the back now. S4 Grave, a beautiful goal. And this is the looking at goal. Kerro with the damage. Not enough though. Now he's on the run too. S4 may also fall as RTK. CTY cutting off the path of retreat and executing Secret inside their own base. Zai, heroics were attempted here. But Body still hitting the floor in numbers, and with a lone catapult mid, they may just try to high ground it now.
Hero's just going to go for bottom. They want blood right now. They realize even if S4 has a buyback, he can't really do anything with just 9 souls on it right now.
The time grows desperate. Where does Arteezy go? If he goes mid, there's a tier 2. There's a glyph. If he cuts the wave bottom, it's too late. There's already a gigantic wave in here. There's no Requiem on Shadow Feet, no BKB, no buyback either. They only have a buyback on the Witch Doctor who's lacking the Death Ward. Secret just trying to force cut the waves, but it's really not going to matter. They can't actually threaten racks here. They can't even threaten tier 3s. He blinks back towards mid, trying to prevent an additional lane of racks from falling. But eHome, they strike gold again. They get yet another objective, and they zero in on what would be a crushing upset if they can take this 2-0 from Team Secret.
And now eHome farming out the jungle. They're probably just going to wait out the next Roshan if they can. It's up in just 4 short minutes, and this is what Secret have to work with right now. If you don't take any tier 2 towers down, eHome's not afraid. They're realizing, okay, we'll trade 2 or 3 creep waves for Arteezy for a Rax every single time. What Arteezy has to do is just force pressure on one of the tier 2 towers, take it down, so at worst he's trading racks for racks, but eHome every single time deterring him. They save all of their tier 2 towers, so when they go for that death push, there's not a whole lot that he can do, and that's a free racks for them, a 4-man team wipe to go with it, and CTY is just so farmed right now. He has a full MKB. Nobody, do they even have a Butterfly? No, it's just a preventive measure.
Arteezy hasn't even picked up a component for a Butterfly yet. Now, he could buy one, but Butterfly, normally your go-to item to maximize the split push just for the raw attack speed on your hero, and it does benefit the illusions a bit from the stats, but he's, I don't know. At this point, you're just not man-fighting CTY. That phase of the game feels over, barring an amazing team fight.
What scares me more for Secret, Arteezy's doing his best to try to catch up, but S4 is just so underfarmed right now. It does look like he's got 6-slotted items, but they're just incredibly weak items. The mech has long outlived its usefulness. The Ring of Akala is the same.
Zai making me nervous here. Now the Blue Blink. S4 is slaughtered. He can't even make a move. Oh, Jesus.
He does have the buyback, but it'll be with 11 souls.
Arteezy even walks into this. He's going to try to start the fight. There's the 2-0 call.
Oh, CTY
he does end up going down. 800 gold going up Arteezy's way. What a big fight for Secret. forward from the high ground, pounding into ZYF here. Back, turning on Arteezy. Can he win the fight? He looks to blink, but he's got no manta. And ZYF bails them out. Now the blink. Ion Shell curled down. Even with the miraculous of most miraculous fights, it pales in comparison to the raw damage output of eHome. And without even a second of hesitation, Arteezy insta buyback, purchases a Basher. He won't have a second life for a very long time now.
That's ZYF in a nutshell. CTY, that's the guy we're talking about, but just sneakily runs in. He's like, I also have 20k net worth. Like, did everybody forget about that? If you watch this both games, it's my bad completely. We haven't really talked about the fact that he's 10, 0, and 10 right now. We've focused so much on CTY. It's just absolutely stunning. He's almost got a full... he actually does have a full MKB complete. And I think Secret is in a similar situation. They all in to kill the TA without realizing there's just an equally net worth farm gyrocopter waiting in the rear.
And he was late to the fight, too.
Yeah,
he got there like
didn't even come in.
2 heroes were dead. The Night Stalker was on the run. The Darkseer was just trying to get out as well. And oh, hey, call down, flank cannon. Get the hell out of here. Oh, eHome now. Won't have the Aegis for a little bit of time, but it's about to respawn, it looks like. Just a minute or so. And there's no anti-mage buyback blitz. This means they could push with Aegis, with 2 ultra farm cores, and a Darkseer that outstrips the Axe and even the Shadow Fiend of S4. So basically 3 farm cores on like 1.5. And Secret are just going to have to play picture perfect Dota to have any chance of holding this.
Yeah, S4 doing his best to try to catch up, but what real items is he going to go for? He could go for the butterfly, but you've got 2 heroes already countering it before it even comes out. A Satanic could help, but then he'd be left with 0 damage. I don't really see what item he's going to get to really change this game. He would need a minimum of 2, maybe an AC plus the Satanic, then he would have the damage to back it up, but...
Or at least to be a threat to the supports, if nothing else, in these fights.
Oh, and Arteezy, he's going to get caught out here. He has the manta, though.
Oh, he's thrown to the low ground. That's pretty fortunate. Now the turn. Arteezy, 1 auto tech blinking out, but it's Zai who's left behind. Zai in a bit of trouble. Can he make his way out? There's the Ghost Scepter desperately hanging on, but going back in! Arteezy! He charged in again. It'll pay with his life, and with no Arteezy, this is going to be nigh impossible for Secret. Massacred under the blazing guns of ZYF and CTY's endless crits. There's another! eHome! eHome! eHome have done it. They 2-0 Secret, and they move forward here in the winner bracket. A shocker for Secret and fans around the world. But what a solid showing it was.
I mean, eHome took care of business. Neither of those games even looked particularly close. In the first game, Secret had the advantage, but eHome staying strong. And in that second game, I mean, I thought Secret was going to bounce back to turn in a dominant game 2, but eHome, from start to finish, the laning phase on, they had an objective in mind, clear-cut victory. ROTK doesn't even look that hype. He's like, I'm here to do business. This one best of 3 doesn't matter, because he's got his eyes set on the bigger prize.
Yeah, meanwhile, Arteezy busting out the gold shades. He's also staying cool here, but Secret down to the lower bracket now. Not where people thought they would be after day number 2. Oh, what a showing from eHome. That was just thrilling to watch.
I just thought they played such a flawless game in game number 2. Didn't really leave any room. If you deal with CTY, then here's ZYF right behind him in net worth every single time.
And on the other side, the lower bracket teams are probably just sitting there sweating with Secret now waiting for them. But with that, let's see what the analysts think. eHome with the big 2-0 upset.
A monumental result from the upper bracket, one that no one on planet Earth expected, except perhaps for the 5 guys inside the pod. We've got a couple of gentlemen who've subbed in for us. Welcome back to the desk, to Pyrian, thanks, and to Wagamama as well.
Thank you so much.
What a great time for you guys to come back.
Yeah, I'm glad I caught that. That was a hell of a series. I wasn't quite sure who won at the end there. LD left it a little open to interpretation, but I'm pretty sure it was eHome, so well done to them. They didn't look surprised at all.
No.
They were 100% sure. They were sort of like, yeah, another day at work, just
almost like they'd come with a playbook and they just followed it and got to the end and shut the last page and went, oh yeah, we're done.
Fantastic.
Definitely have a playbook, because looking at the drafts by RTK, it was super impressive, both game 1 and game 2, in terms of it was not an all-in. It was not, being strong at one thing and only only winning by that. They had team fight, they had pickoff, they had late game. They had a well-rounded draft in both those games. Game 1 was a complete outdraft. And in Game 2, Secret looked shaky. They're picking Shadowfiend AM as first 2.
Okay, we are going to just hold the thoughts there. We're going to get more from you in just a moment. But Casey has ROTK with him. Perhaps you can ask him around the drafting.
Oh, yes, I certainly can. I can ask him pretty much anything. ROTK, congratulations.
Thank you.
How are you feeling right now?
It's hard to say, just very exciting, you know. I mean, because Secret is top 1 in the world, and we are just a young team, and we can win this thing. I feel very, very exciting now.
How are you able to focus your team, knowing what you just said, knowing that Team Secret is the team a lot of people have been talking about as the ones to beat? How were you able to kind of set that aside and focus on the task at hand?
We just train every day, and you know, we get up at 10 o'clock morning and just watch every replay with Secret until tonight 3 o'clock. I think we just try my best to do how to win Secret, and then we did.
Twice. How did that feel, and how did the draft go? How much did the draft in both of the games factor into your success?